I mean,
At
listen,
Waffle House,
man.
man, you can catch a bullet. You can also catch some good food, But
Hey,
that's just
hey,
how it is. You can
hey,
get,
what a little
hey.
side of disrespect. What a little side of disrespect.
And welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Straight Out the Sip. Listen, I thank each and every one of you all who watched our first episode. It means a lot to us. Hey, while you watching, subscribe, like to our pages right now. I'm your host. My name is Ronza.
I'm your boy Nick.
I'm your boy Donald, man.
Hey, man, look, we just...
Not Big D today?
Nah, man. Not today. Not today.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Right.
Man, listen, we just three boys at the Sip. And, we got something to say.
Men.
Tell me about it, man. Listen.
Yeah. We paying bills out here, man.
Facts. Wow. Facts on the bills, man.
Man,
bills out here.
Man, listen, bro. Like,
that's what we need to talk about today.
The first of the month just passed. Man, when I got my, pay my rent, pay my all my other bills, I'm just sitting there like, dang, man, like this is where all my money going, bro. Like, sheesh.
Hey, look, but your lights on. Okay, you got a roof over your head.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, noodles in your belly.
We a different kind of wealthy. We not wealthy with money, but we wealthy because we got a lot of things like lights, water, gas. You got transportation. That's a word from somebody, man. You get a chance to brush your teeth every day. You get a chance to take a bath, man. You got your cell phones,
Come on, Pastor.
People, man, people, they ungrateful. Some people can be ungrateful, man, And I just feel like that's a word for somebody, man. That's a word for somebody.
Come on, Pastor.
Donald got his glasses. Donald got his glasses, man. Without his glasses, Donald wouldn't be able to see nothing.
Exactly, man. And without my boy Nick's beard unit, man, he wouldn't be able to, look as lavish as he's looking right now.
Oh, you crazy, boy. I look good without my beard, boy. I look good without my beard, homeboy. I can cut this off and still look good.
I got you.
Oh, man. Listen, I'm scared of y'all boys, man. I am scared of y'all boys. But, man, you're right, though. Like, adulting it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of leads us into our first topic, once we got into the real world, like, what made us decide to do what we're currently doing right now? Like we said last week, I work at ESPN. Donald is a life insurance salesman, and Nick, he's a CDL truck driver, certified. Certified.
Hey, with a couple intangibles on there too.
That's
I can
what I'm
haul
saying.
anything. I can haul anything from flatbed to tankers to the triples and doubles that you see on the trailers. You know what I'm saying? I can do anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so like, what led you all to do these things? Because Don, I know you went to Mississippi State, and you were a part of the nursing program, right? But now you're doing life insurance. So, like, what led you to that point?
Cause that ish was hard, man. I was just playing. Nah, man. I don't know, man. Honestly, I wanted to do the nursing thing in the beginning only because I really like helping people, as well as I always thought about the future. Like, I'm really a person who always looks ahead, so I always thought about the future. I thought about my parents. That was really the biggest thing. My parents and my family. So, if worst came to worst, if things came to worst, then I wanted to be there to pretty much take care of my people. So that's why I wanted to do nursing initially. And of course, like I said, it didn't work out for me. But that's not to say I won't go back. But in that instance, it just didn't work out for me. So I just kind of transitioned on to doing life insurance. Pretty much doing the same thing, but just helping people in a different way. So that's pretty much all it is, man.
Okay. What about yourself, Nick? I know, like you said last week, you went to Hines for a couple of years, and now you got your certified CDL, So, like, what led you to wanting to do that,
Well, what led me to wanting to be a truck driver? Well, I've been around trucking for a long time, and I just didn't want to be in a like sitting at a disc all day, not seeing stuff, and I love to travel too. So it fits hand in hand with me. And why not travel and make money, you know?
You
But
right
like
about
I
that.
can't say trucking is a lifestyle. It's
Hmm.
a lifestyle change. It's not for everyone, you know. But I love it, man. It's for me, you know.
Yeah, man. Like and that's what that you said something right there. Like it's for you, And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people go into certain fields and they do it because their folks did it or they friend did it, and they seem to
Mm-hmm.
get they got to do what's best for them. you
Yeah.
know and just look at us right now. You have somebody in the entertainment business, you got insurance, and you got trucking. That's three different lifestyles right
Mm-hmm.
there. But it's what's best for us. Even for me, like, working at ESPN, I got crazy hours sometimes. One morning
Yeah, you do.
I can be up at 4 a.m. Then the next morning I can be up at 7 a.m. getting ready for work. But it's something that I love to do, and it's work. It's what works for me. It does. Now, can this work for everybody? Oh no, oh
Mm.
no. But for me, it's what works for me, and it's what I love to do. And I think really growing up in Mississippi is what kind of helped molded me to who I am today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, we all know growing up in Mississippi is, you got to make it out. you know,
Yeah.
make it out,
Yeah.
man. And so, like, just growing up in Mississippi and going to Provine and going to the public school, Provine, then I went to John Hopkins for elementary, Northwestern Middle, Provine for high school. You hear negative things all the
Oh
time
yeah.
about those schools, and you know you see it, but like you have to have that mindset to where I'm not gonna be like them. You know, I want to ask you all, like, how did growing up in Jackson, affect the way that you are today?
It didn't affect me at all.
Okay.
It didn't affect me at all. Like, people talk a lot of stuff about Jackson, man, and even on Facebook and stuff, like on social media, I see a lot about, oh, Jackson is this, Jackson is that. You know, man, I love it. It's home to me. You know, I'm not. I mean, Jackson has its up and downs, just like Los Angeles. I mean, but it's just only about what makes, like, stuff that happens in Jackson. It can only make you stronger. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, I
You know,
don't know how else to put that.
I
It's
mean,
just gonna make you stronger.
you just made a great point there when you said growing that the same things that happen in Jackson can happen anywhere else. And man, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I moved out here to Connecticut back in 2020, um, there were a lot of misconceptions every time I told people, or they asked me, "Hey, where are you from?" I'd be like, "I'm from Jackson, Mississippi." And I'd be like, "Oh, I can hear it in your talk," because according to them, we country. You
Yeah,
know,
we got that slang.
we got that slang. But like, there were a lot of misconceptions as well pertaining to Mississippi, and for a few people, I had to sit there and defend it. Like, look, the same thing that happens there happens here. Okay,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
it is not much of a difference, honestly.
I get
But
defensive, man. I
look,
get defensive about Jackson, bro. Like, I real life get defensive. They like, what's to do in Jackson? What's to do? Like, it ain't never potholes down. Man, you gotta be here to love Jackson. It's a lot of stuff to do in Jackson, man. It's a lot going on in Jackson that people don't talk about. You got the
right?
Fondren area. You got places. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that goes on in Jackson, but it's a lot of negatives, but it's a lot of positives as well. That's why people. That's why you got your people that move to Texas and move back. I hate to bring that up. I hate to say it like that,
Hey
but
man,
you
say it
got
like
your
it
people
is.
that Yeah, like you have your people that go to Texas and come right on back home to Mississippi because it's nothing like Mississippi, nothing like Jackson. Like man, in my book, Jackson #1, man.
Hey man, listen, like what's crazy is you are absolutely right. Cause like not even just because Mississippi is my home, but like when it comes to the food, the
Yeah.
people, the friendliness, like it's different.
Mm,
Like we were having a
yeah.
conversation one time at work, and we were just talking about food in general. And I told him how I miss the Waffle Houses, I miss the Zaxby's, because we ain't got none of that up here.
Mhm.
It is their version of Waffle House is Denny's. Don't get me wrong, Denny's is good, but it ain't Waffle House.
It's
Okay,
not new at all.
it's
Yeah.
what's that face for, Don?
Because Denny's is trash. But I mean, at least it is down here. It's trash down here. It might be different up there. If that's y'all Waffle House, because Waffle House down here be busting. So if
Uh,
that's
Listen,
y'all Waffle House, then maybe they doing
I
what they
mean,
do.
at
listen,
Waffle House,
man.
man, you can catch a bullet. You can also catch some good food, But
Hey,
that's just
hey,
how it is. You can
hey,
get
what a little
hey.
side of disrespect. What a little side of disrespect.
Hey man, listen, that food be good though. That food gonna
Fight
be
might
good.
break out at
It's
any
good.
moment. Might
Right.
get you might get a couple cigarette ashes in your food. Who knows, man?
Right.
It's good, bro.
Hey, shout out to Lorenz, man.
Facts, facts.
Man, fact. Shout out to the Rams, man. But now, like, people like, oh, we go to Denny's late at night. I'm just sitting here I'm like, okay,
It's
because
trash.
man, the only thing that's open up past 11 o'clock here is Taco Bell and McDonald's, you know.
Mm.
And but look, back to what I was saying, like we were having a conversation. I was telling them about gas station food, you know, and they were like, gas station food, and
Top
I'm like,
tier,
and I'm
top
like.
tier.
Top tier, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, gas station food. Like you go in, like you can depend on who you go to in the morning. You go in, get your cheese grits, get some eggs, get a toast and some bacon with a little juice for all $7.99. You know,
Man.
or you can go during dinner time, get you a 2-piece with 2 sides and a biscuit for another $8.99. Like
And then they had the people back there that's cooking. You know how they had a little arm fat at the back. They be them folks up real
man, listen,
serving up
food,
straight pressure, man.
man,
Mhm.
Straight
listen, food,
serving straight pressure, bro.
food be hot, and
Yeah.
they were just looking at me like, you eat food at the gas station? I'm like, first off, it's a whole restaurant basically in the gas station, okay? Like
Yeah.
when you go to the gas station, everybody ain't going in to pay for their gas. They have a line wrapped around outside the building because somebody mom and fresh put the collard greens out,
Yeah.
and everybody waiting on the plate. Okay. Because they're like, oh, you can do that here. You can go to I think they call it Cumberland Farms, you know. But I
Never
went,
heard of
yeah,
Nah.
I went one time. You get a hot dog in there. I'm just like, this ain't what I'm talking about. Okay,
it.
I want to see full course meals being served at the
Yeah,
gas station. All
man. I'm
right,
talking about you can go for my Mississippi folks, y'all know, man. But in Mississippi, you can go anywhere. You can probably get some fried fish, meatloaf, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. And for breakfast, you get your grits, bacon, eggs, cheese, sausage, man, and all of it slap. All of it
Oh,
slap, man. It
look,
might
look, look, look.
sound foreign to people. It might sound foreign to other people.
it
Maybe
is.
not Alabama, but like when you go further up north and east and stuff like
Man,
that, it sounds so foreign to those guys.
it is
They'll
foreign.
never get it.
I'm gonna
Man,
tell you,
listen.
I go to the gas station at least once a week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, they know me by name. All right, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's sad, man. That's
Look,
sad.
I go in there. I get my gizzards. All right, I gotta get
Oh, you
them
gotta
chicken
have the
gizzards.
guess.
All right, gotta have my potato wedges. All right,
Mm,
gotta get the biscuit. All right, with the
mm.
honey. I might go in there and get a couple chicken thighs. I mean, it really just depends, bro. Like whatever I'm in the mood for that day. Like, hey, but I'm going in there at least once a week. I don't care. But
Okay.
the health,
Man,
get that out of
Yeah,
here.
out the window. Get that out
Yeah,
of
out the
here.
window,
Yeah.
man. Look, it is what it is, bro. Oh,
Blood
oh my,
pressure through the roof.
bruh. And then they just started selling at the one that I go to. They just started selling chicken on a stick,
oh, they started selling chicken on a stick.
Oh.
man.
Oh,
They just started selling chicken on a stick, bro. Like, Yeah. That gas station food in the South, bro.
It
Top
hit
tier,
top,
top
And that's
tier.
one of the things about growing up in Mississippi that we love. The gas
man.
station
Listen,
food.
get
I promise
man.
you.
Listen,
I go get chicken at the gas station before I go to Popeyes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
but you
For
ain't alone.
real.
That's everybody.
For real.
You
I ain't gonna
know,
lie.
Hmm.
like man, just being up here, man. Like the experience is drastically different. You know,
Mm.
like when I first got here, those first couple of months, like I just went to the places I recognized. You know, the Popeyes, the KFCs. You know, and I went to, I'll never forget. I went to KFC one night, got me a two piece with some mashed potatoes and a Sprite. Man, I tasted that chicken. I'm just like, what is this?
Okay, first of all,
You know, like,
first of all, you with the KFC. All right, let's start with that.
Hey, hold
All
on.
right,
Watch your mouth,
just
man.
say it,
come
Watch your
on,
man.
mouth.
Just say it, man. KFC is
Watch
not,
your mouth, man.
I
Man,
mean,
KFC is better
man.
than in
Nah,
Popeyes and churches
nah. But see,
put
see, see,
together.
that's my problem. Provine done
Nah,
spoiled y'all boys. That's
nah,
what's
bro.
wrong with y'all. Y'all
that
get
is the problem.
that
I
little
mean,
two-piece chicken with them potatoes. Look, that's y'all. Okay.
listen, man. First off, what you not finna do is talk about that KFC that sat right beside Provine for the
Right.
longest. Okay,
Right.
Man, look,
Now, only thing that's better than KFC is China the chopsticks right there beside Provine. That's the only chicken that has some on KFC. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna be honest though. It's me.
man. Listen, bro, I remember we walked over there during one of them track meets. Because I think we were done with all the field events. You know,
Hmm.
we ain't nothing else to do. Like, go to
we
chopsticks.
came back,
Yeah,
bro. Came back, sat in the bleachers, like just smashing, bro.
man.
Smashing. Then
Speaking. Oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
On my fault.
No. I was just gonna say, like, we had we had went up there, went to the chopsticks, came back, sat in the bleachers. And mind you, this is like a track meet. So we got every school in the city there, right? So when I tell you, bro, like them boys saw us eating that chopsticks, dog. Literally everybody, like walking across the street, going to get food after that. Like, hey, it is what it is, bro. Like, we
It
don't
is
care.
what it is.
We have no shame. We don't care. It is what it is. So, but nah, man, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
Nah, I was just saying. Speaking of living in Jackson or whatever, and we would like how we was raised and stuff. Man, y'all remember Wolf Booty? What you call it? The
Ooh,
Hardy
the
and
booty
Cook.
sandwiches.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
food sandwiches?
yeah, man. Yeah, don't know
Boy,
nothing about
listen.
that, man. People
Boy,
don't know
listen.
stuff like that, man.
Them used to be the good days right there, man. Like
Yeah,
you get your, two little slices of bread with some meat and a
yeah,
slice of cheese in the middle with a Huggies juice. Boy, listen, I
yeah.
thought I was in heaven.
For
Okay,
real, especially
man,
after a long day of summer workouts, football
man,
players, y'all know
what,
about the summer workouts, Man, that stuff
bro?
be so good,
Man, I mean, listen, like, but it's different up here, man. Like I really took a lot of things that I learned from Jackson and I brought it up here, because that's just who I am. That's who my parents raised me to be, and
Hmm.
even now it's 2024, right? And I still go in public whenever I see somebody. I say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir,
Hmm.
and the first thing come out their mouths is you're not from
You're
here.
not from
I'm
here.
like,
I
Yeah.
already knew it.
and I'm like,
Knew it.
no. Then they go into this whole little soliloquy about how um, they don't do these things up here. You were raised right, and this, that, and the third. I'm just like,
Bro.
that's
Like this,
Mississippi,
Mm,
man.
right? Like this, just
yeah.
That's just
like
what it. That's just what it
respectable
is.
behavior that we was
Let me ask
taught.
you something, Ronza.
What's up?
When I was in Arizona, in Arizona, they first of all they sold liquor in Walmart, and
Mm-hmm.
they also sold liquor on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Like not beer, but like I'm talking about like Crown Royal, all that stuff. Do they do that down there? Do they do it up there? Because I know in Mississippi we don't. They don't do it in Mississippi. You can't buy liquor out of Walmart
Man, this is
or
the
on
Bible.
Sundays.
This is the Bible Belt. You
Yeah,
are
this
not
is
doing
yeah.
that. You are
I
This is
not.
mean,
the Bible
I mean,
Belt.
that's a whole different topic right there because that's called Bible Belt, but you got a casino on both the north and the south and the
Yeah.
west side of the state. So that's a whole different
Yeah,
All right,
conversation right
but
there.
yeah,
but on
yeah.
Sundays we give our attention to the Lord. All right,
Right.
so
Hey,
that's why I
we
got that
lit we lit Monday through Saturday, but
Monday
on
through
Sundays we
Saturday.
gotta get it. We gotta give it to the
Gotta give it
Lord.
to the Lord on Sunday. All right, gotta give it to the Lord on Sunday.
But nah, Nick. Honestly, I do not know. No, like I said, normally I'm working on the weekends, and so I try to do most of my shopping on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when I'm off. But I really do not know. I would be surprised if they don't. Um, because it's a don't get me wrong. Like I told a lot of people, Connecticut and Mississippi are very similar in certain ways. Now the only thing is that Connecticut is small, like very small. Like I can get from the top of the state to the bottom of the state in an hour and a half. You know,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's small. But in terms of like, you know, here most people go to New York or they go to Boston on the weekends. You know, for us, it's either we go to New Orleans or we take a trip to Memphis or Dallas or
Mm-hmm.
Houston or Atlanta. You know, we have multiple options, you know.
Yeah.
But if we want to get away, that's where we go. You know, same thing up here. Like I said, people go to New York or they go to Boston. Um, like you said, they say it's nothing to do in Jackson. It's really nothing to do up here. Okay,
Mm.
literally, I go to work, come home, because it ain't that much to do around here. I mean, you know, you have a lot of Jamaican and a lot of other festivals and stuff. And when they have those, you know, I may or may not go. You know,
Mm.
but I
And
do like now. One of my favorite things to do is go see the WNBA team, the Connecticut Sun, play. Um, because again, that's legit it. You know, it ain't much to do around here. You know,
Yeah.
and so when I really compare where I'm from to where I'm living at, to me, it's not much of a difference, honestly.
mm-mm.
You
Mm.
know,
I
but
really
like I
feel
said,
like
the biggest difference for me has just been the food and the people. You know,
mhm.
Yeah.
Nah, thanks on the food. Cause when I came and visited you, the food was terrible. But uh,
you have to
nah, but
say
for
it
real,
like that, man.
nah, but for real, though. Now, yeah, man. But I feel like everything is just kind of relative, like to who you are and where you are in life, honestly.
Right.
Because um, even if you come here, regardless if you're here or if you're anywhere, I feel like if you grow up in a place, everybody feels like where they're from, like it's boring, it's nothing to do, you know. It's always the same old routine over and over and over every week. Um, but the same way people say that it's nothing to do here, but you might have a person who come from out of town and spend like a weekend here and like have the best time of their life, and then they go back home or whatever, and then they say, "Well, it's nothing to do when they at home." But if I go to
Mm.
you, right, it's the same thing. Like I got cousins who live over in like Miami, right? Now every time I go visit them, they like, "Man, it's nothing to do, ain't nothing to do, ain't nothing going on, whatever, whatever." But it's like, bro, like it's Miami,
You in
like
Miami.
Miami, so in my mind, I'm like, bro, Miami, everybody turning up the nightlife, all this type of stuff going on. So
Right.
when I go and I'm with them, it's like we just sitting around chilling, doing the same stuff that I do at home, right? Going to the movies,
Mm-hmm.
going to the bowling alley, going to arcades, stuff like that. So it's like, all right, like I really just feel like everything is relative to who you are and what you got going on in life. So I don't know.
You
That's
ain't
just my
lying. You ain't lying,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I,
you
I
are.
tell people like back home, like before my grandmother passed, my mom would let me go spend some time with my grandmother, and she lived in I think it's Winona, Mississippi. Yes, Winona, Mississippi. I have to get that right. If my mama get me. Um, and my
why not?
grandma would take me, go horseback riding and do
Mm,
all the good country living. You
that
know,
Yeah.
warhorse, that
man,
warhorse,
listen.
that That poor horse, man. That horse can't be around to this day, man. That horse cannot be.
That horse, I don't know if that horse still around or not, but I had fun. All right, now leave me alone.
You had fun. Can't speak for the horse. Definitely can't
No,
speak for the
man,
horse.
no, man, like, you know, but that was fun for me when I was growing up, you know. And when I tell people like, oh yeah, back in Mississippi, you can go ATV riding and, you know, fishing and horseback riding, they look at me crazy, you know. And I'm just like, it's normal, you know, like
Yeah.
that's what we do, you know. And so like,
like man, I didn't know this, but like in Arizona, they don't eat red rose sausages.
really,
Like, yeah, like they don't even know what that is. And I was like, bro, y'all don't know what red rose sausages are? Like,
nope.
it's like a delicacy down here. Like,
Facts. I got about 2 packs in the freezer right now.
for real, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like it's just, man, it's nothing like the Sipp. It's nothing like
It
the Sipp.
really is. It really is, man. And like I said, man, like growing up, you know, in Jackson has really molded me into who I am today. You know, and that's how to be tough and how to have that go-getter mindset,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, because if you make it out of Jackson, you know, you done good for yourself, you know,
real talk.
or if you become successful at any point in your life, you know, you've done good for yourself, you know. And like I said, graduating from Provine, you know, just graduating from the JPS school district as a whole, you know, you hear all these negative thoughts, negative comments, you know, about JPS, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and you just sit there and like, I made it, you know,
right.
like what's the difference between me making it and somebody else making it? And honestly, it's the mindset, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and it's also who you hang around, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I said last week, I was blessed to meet you, Donald, and Lorenz, you know, and we've all become boys, you know. And you know, we sit here and we push each other to do better, you know. And you know, we always asking the other like, hey, what about this? You know, what about that? And we give each other the honest feedback that, you know, sometimes we may or may not want to hear, you know, but if y'all my boys, that's what y'all supposed to do, you know? And like I said, I was blessed to have, you know, have you all in my life, you know, so that you all can, you know, we keep each
Cause
other
you
in line.
gotta, cause you gotta have someone in your circle that's gonna tell you wrong, or
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you should do this. Nah, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody in your corner that's gonna push you and tell you that you wrong, or you gotta have that person in your corner, bro. If you don't
Right.
have no person like that in your corner, man, they just gonna you just gonna end up falling off a cliff.
It's
You know
fake
what I'm
friend,
saying?
man. That's a fake
Yeah, it's
friend.
fake friends. Yeah,
Fake friends, yes,
yeah,
sir. Cause you ain't lying, cause man, listen, like, and then this is just growing. I'm pretty sure we all can attest to this. You know, some people that we thought were our friends at one point, you know, as we got
yeah,
older, we realized, yeah, they weren't really my friend.
yeah.
They weren't really
Especially
my.
you start hearing stuff like what they say, you was like, oh yeah, that ain't
Man, it ain't
like,
even for me. It ain't even about what they say. It's just I'm just watching you, bro. Like, I'm watching how you move. You know.
yeah,
So like I got people that I came up with that I thought we would have been like friends for life. You know what I'm saying? But you know, of course, over time you kind of drift apart because everything just starts to change. Like the things that you got going on for yourself, or the way that you start moving in life is different from how they start to move, right? Like at one point in time, we was both up on the same spectrum, but as time went on, we just started drifting apart because you wanna go do this, but I want to go do that, and it's like,
yeah.
all right, well, I mean, I
That's
don't,
called elevation, man.
yeah, man, you know,
Yeah,
I don't really want to follow that, so I'm gonna go ahead
yeah,
and then who I meet along this path, they're just who I meet. So that's kind
yeah,
of what it was for me, like from elementary to middle school, right? We all go through it. You got your group of friends in elementary, then you go off to middle school together, and maybe a handful to stay around, and then you end up developing more friends. And
Mm-hmm.
middle school to high school, the same thing. But actually, that circle gets a lot smaller, and then you start developing more friends in there from high school to college. At that point, you really only got about 2 or 3 people that you can really just say that are there really is a true friend to you. So
Wow.
I feel like that's just what it is, man. So
You ain't lying. I mean, you made
Yeah.
points right there, dog. Like yeah, and I think over the course of time as well, your mindset changes as well. And you start to see like the people you call your friends. They have a much different mindset than you. They still trying to
Mm-hmm.
be, you know, in the in crowd and start keep doing little childish things. Whereas with you, you're trying to elevate yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't elevate yourself with a bunch of childish people in your circle.
right,
Because because what happens most times is you lose focus. They don't care that you lose focus. you know and so now you're basically back at square one.
Just like crabs in the bucket.
Crabs
It's
in the
gonna pull
bucket,
you
man.
back down in the water, man.
Man, listen, crabs in the bucket mentality. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, like it's like I said, man, growing up in Mississippi, it's it's one of the best things ever, honestly, to me. The culture, the people, everything. And like I said, I know we get a lot of negative reviews and a lot of negative press, but like travel, you'll see.
Yeah.
We
hmm
ain't that bad. Like,
No, at all.
we
and
are
it
At
ain't
not.
dirt
all.
roads and horseback, man. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, man, we
It ain't.
gotta that we need to put that like on a sign when they say "Welcome to Mississippi." We need to put at the bottom it says, "No, we do not have dirt roads," because everywhere you go, like even when I was in Arizona, man, I had people asking me all the time, "Oh man, do y'all have dirt roads and all this horseback riding and stuff?" I say, "Yeah, they still do horseback riding, but." Man, y'all got dirt roads. Y'all got more dirt roads than Mississippi do. Like outside of Phoenix, what's there? Like you got
Man,
Sedona and Flagstaff, but other than that, it's just like western towns all through Arizona. Like y'all, you know.
man, listen, like I said, man, when I first got here, people were asking me the same thing, like, "Oh, y'all have a lot of country and dirt roads and stuff." I'm like, outside of these three little cities y'all got, it's pretty much dirt around here, okay? Like, a lot of free space around here, okay? Like, even one time I went to the Yukon, right? Everybody's heard of Yukon, the basketball program,
Yeah.
Yukon. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what this is all about, and I drive out there. I'm in the backwoods. I'm like,
Oh no.
yo, like have y'all been to Alcorn, right?
Yeah, I've been there.
Mhm.
That's like it's like going to Alcorn. And for our viewers, that don't know where Alcorn is, just look at the map.
It's in the
You're gonna see a bunch of trees, then a school.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
That's
in the sticks. It's in
that's
the
basically
sticks.
what Yukon was. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is a Yukon that I when I grew up and was looking at the basketball team, this the Yukon, you know. And so like I
You
said,
would
man,
think it's better.
like listen, I'm like, it's okay, cool. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
like the same problems we got here, same problems we got back at home. Same thing, different city, honestly.
Mm,
You know.
mm.
But yeah,
But
man.
I can also say too, man, in
Mhm.
Mississippi, the cost of living is cheap. You can get you a house, you can get you a nice house for like 2 to 300,000 in that range. So like I'm not
Boy,
talking about like one of the big houses. I'm talking about like a nice
I,
modern day
listen,
house, you know.
listen, man. I was just looking at houses around here, just to see what the market was like. And if for $200,000 to $300,000 here, you might well just go stay out in the hood, dog. Like, yeah, man, the prices up here are ridiculous. Okay,
Dang.
yeah, man, the prices up here are ridiculous, and I just look and I'm just like, I'm I would pay 200 to 300,000 to live in the hood. Like, nah. Back home, I can have a nice size house, you know, with a couple of acres probably. Shoot.
Yeah, for real.
Man, listen. But nah, man, like it's Mississippi, you know, it's home. No place like no other. I love it. I mean, if they pay me here, they pay me in Mississippi. When I get paid here, I'll move back. But like I said, man, it's Mississippi. It's nothing like it. Y'all got any final comments, man?
Nah, man.
Nah.
Good.
This is what it is. Cause I'm like Nick. I started getting defensive, so I'm
yeah, for real. Now Mississippi, you know, I get defensive, but like Jackson, I'm ready to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? People get to talk about Jackson real bad, bro. I'll be ready to pick up a table, man. You know, yeah. Man, I was on Facebook. I know it's not off topic, it's the same, but like I was on Facebook, man. We was talking. Some dude was talking about Alabama. Oh yeah, man. Oh, they said Alabama is the most racist state and all this stuff. No, it's Mississippi. No, it's Mississippi. I said no. Go on ahead now. Go on ahead with that stuff there now. We don't need that racist junk coming over here, man. Leave us alone. We've been chilling. You know, we got the. I heard Jackson is the most blackest city or something like that.
It is that.
Like. Yeah, and we have more black people. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
It is that. Jackson is one of the blackest cities in the U.S. It is that now.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Man, we lit, bro. That's why Deion Sanders wanted to come here. We lit, bro. You know. I guarantee he misses us too, man.
Hey, listen. It's Jackson. It's Jackson. It's home. It's really no place like no other. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all boys. Thank you all to our viewers for watching us again. Like I said, like, subscribe. You know, we're trying to grow this thing. We're just 3 guys from Mississippi, and we got something to say. See y'all later.
Keith Lee, peace.